special report.
It is not just the weather with which farmers contend. There are higher costs for growing food and lower prices when selling it, and these combine to make farming an increasingly difficult life, especially for small family farms. In New York, a new organization called Farm Hands is trying to help struggling farms in the region by linking city dwellers with farmers. As John Kalish reports, the scheme seems to benefit both.
Last week, 2 actors, a housewife, a tour guide, a dog walker, and an unemployed social worker, all from the New York metropolitan area, spent a day working on Hall Gibson's fruit and vegetable farm located in the upstate New York town of Brewster. The contingent also included 2 4-year-olds. The group listened attentively as Gibson gave a lengthy orientation talk, complete with aerial photographs of his 125-acre farm.
This area was called part of the New York Milk Shed. One of the big incentives to producing milk in this area was the founding of the Borden plant.
After the orientation talk, the group walked to a 5-acre field that was lined with rows of tomatoes and turnips, eggplants and cabbage. Gibson gave some brief picking instructions to 2 women who were going to harvest cherry tomatoes.
If they are split like this, throw them away or eat them.
Okay.
The transplanted urbanites picked 6 bushels of tomatoes and 60 pints of raspberries over the course of several hours. The farmhands were perfect strangers when they left Manhattan, but out in the field in Putnam County, they had no trouble striking up conversations that included such heady topics as romance and television. Laura Moore, a housewife and part-time teacher from Brooklyn, has made 4 trips to area farms with her daughter Jessie. She was picking yellow, low-acid tomatoes as she explained why she enjoys the farmhand program.
It's therapeutic, mentally, physically, and it's exhilarating. This is my way of getting out, escaping the city life for a while. I love the city, but in the fresh air you get a feeling that you are really living.
In addition to the one-day farm outings, Farmhands also places individuals on farms for periods ranging from a week to several months. In exchange for their labor, participants get a minimum wage, room and board, or produce to take back with them to the city. In its first year of operation, Farmhands has placed 20 people on farms for a period of 2 months or longer. More than 200 people have gone on the one-day work intensives or the field trips that are often more play than work. Hall Gibson has had 4 long-term farmhands this summer. At the moment, he's benefiting from the hard work of a 28-year-old New York City painter named Debbie Fisher. Because Gibson's farm is organic, weeds are a major problem. Farmer Gibson says that when Debbie Fisher clears weeds from the field, she works like a demon.
She's been just driven to rescue crops, and she's rescued a number of crops. I mean, my bok choy crop, best I've ever had, was rescued by her. Debbie is a gem.
The Farmhands program was founded by 27-year-old Wendy Dubit, an enthusiastic advocate of linking farms and cities. In an interview at a farmer's market in New York City, Dubit said farmhands may mean cheap labor for farmers, but she maintains the program has a broader impact.
It's not just the labor that helps those farmers, it's the appreciative consumers who suddenly realize after an hour of picking raspberries and scratching their own arms on the brambles, they understand the farm reality and the value of food and may become valuable consumers and customers for those farmers.
Dubit says there was only one farmhand placement that did not work out this year, a 15-year-old football player who antagonized his host family in upstate New York. Farmhands are currently working in New York, Connecticut, and New Jersey. Plans are already underway to expand the Farmhands program to Maryland, Pennsylvania, Massachusetts, and Vermont.